Mario. Hello, everybody. We are live. Mario has stepped out for a minute to grab some interesting things to talk about. And he's back.
We're going to go camping.
Yes.
But first, we're going to pray for all the little babies. And the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Is there any particular updates or special babies to pray for?
I just read one of the updates. I think it was Baby Liam. He had a heart cath, and I don't think they had made any decisions. That was maybe yesterday that I read about that. So keep praying for him.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
Eternal Father, I have for thee the most precious blood of thy divine Son, Jesus. Renew me with the masses said throughout the world today, for all the holy souls in purgatory, for sinners everywhere, for sinners in the universal church, for those of my own home, earth, and my family. Amen. Yeah, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Saint Mio.
Saint Mio, pray
for us.
Especially baby sister.
Baby sister.
Did we talk about that yet? I think we talked about that last week. That's a girl?
Sure? I don't remember when we...
I can't remember when we said...
Well, it's a girl.
It's a girl. Actually, no. I think we showed off the egg last time.
Oh, that's when we showed off that it was waxed.
Yes, it's a girl.
It's a pink egg.
Yes.
It's a pretty egg.
We should actually make that video public now on our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, we should.
But, yeah, we melted all that wax off the egg. It's a pink egg. We're having a girl. And Maria already felt her kick a little. Or
I think
flutter.
so, yeah.
A little flutter. We had a gas bubble feeling.
Yeah, but it could have been gas. Could have been baby.
Other thing we're going to do, we're going to go camping in the middle of May. It's going to be pretty cool.
We've already got a camping spot reserved.
Yes. I'm bringing some MREs to eat, but I'm going to try and make gluten-free equivalents from Maria, which has gotten me into interest in pressure canning, and specifically retort canning using vacuum sealers, vacuum chamber sealers. You can't use normal vacuum sealers that you get at Walmart for that. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Maria thinks it's really...
Well, here's the thing. When Mario gets interested in something, that means he watches YouTube videos about it every spare second that he has. So it's kind of, I think it would be fair to say it's normal for me to get annoyed about that.
Yeah, but it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I get a bit of prepper fever. So this is...
Should we talk about the tax-free weekend?
Oh, it's tax-free weekend.
Yeah.
In Texas right now for any emergency survival sort of gear. So things you would need to help get through a hurricane.
Yeah, there's a specific list on the comptroller website.
Check on the Texas comptroller website.
Goes through Monday. Not all stores know about this, as we learned.
Yeah, we learned that one of the major suppliers of useful equipment in Austin, Texas here does not care.
Yeah, we bought these two things, which should have been included.
We were about to buy these two things.
Yeah, we brought them to the checkout counter, and they rang up, and it was about like $10 more than I expected. And I said, "Well, it's tax-free, right?" And then he looked at me like I had 12 heads. And then he was like, "No." I said, it's the tax-free weekend for emergency preparedness. That's all across Texas. It's on the comptroller's website." He was like, "Well, not here, it's not."
It's like, well, no, you're charging tax for things you can't really actually charge tax for this weekend.
So we just left.
Yeah.
And we found them on Amazon for cheaper. Anyway.
You found them on Amazon, and we're just going to write a letter to the comptroller and say, "Hey, have you audited these people lately? You should audit them. They might be charging tax and just pocketing it on weekends."
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing with that tax money because they can't give it to the comptroller.
All the people that have stores like that get a notification of some sort, like, hey.
They're supposed to know about that kind of thing because they have a duty to pay the taxes. They have a duty to know what taxes they need to pay. So this is our camping rucksack. It's kind of neat. It's got a bunch of Molly and Velcro, so we can put additional packs on it. I have some heavy-duty carabiners. These are actually, I believe these are legitimate climbing carabiners. So these are some strong ones, not the ones that you just use to put things on. On there.
We've used that before for leashing up Gloria to the picnic table.
It's very effective for leashing. She looked over like, oh, you're talking about me.
Which was helpful because if we hadn't had her leashed, she would have gone after an armadillo.
So right here, although I've got it out of here right now, my multi-tool has a little spot to keep it. And then let's see what we got inside here. This is just fun. This is like an unboxing experience. I can't always remember. Stormproof matches.
Why don't we set these all in a pile so we can go through this anyway?
Yeah, stormproof matches, cool stuff.
Specifically, the reason for this.
I don't know why we have Strike on Box regular matches as well.
Oh,
there's where our matches are. All right, we'll put that over there. We don't need that in here. A little
extra dog leash.
Extra dog leash
in case we like have to run out of the house and can't grab her leash or something.
A all-weather outdoor journal, rainproof journal. You can write on this in
hurricanes.
Yeah, in the middle of a hurricane, and a pen for it. And this particular, this is a Fisher Space pen, pressurized. Writes upside down, writes in the rain. So really important notes.
Underwater too?
It writes underwater. So if you have really important notes to write down, you can write them down in any situation using this notebook and this space pen. Yes. A little emergency whistle. We're not going to blow it right now. And then this is a flint for fire starting. Haven't needed to open this, but this is a rescue signal mirror. It looks like a lot of the flint is brushed off in the packaging. Maybe we should. No, I think it's protecting it to not to keep it in this package.
Yeah.
Maybe we should cut it down though.
Maybe, but it has instructions, doesn't it?
It's pretty simple. No, this is fun.
Important. Always carry your mirror and other survival tools on your person. If you don't do that, you better get this mirror.
Oh, here's some more of these carabiners, which I think we can remove from the package.
It's keeping them together.
Yeah, but I think if you put them all on the right side, that'd be everything. They're very useful. So carabiners and clips that go between them. And then you use some carrot cords, for example,
or something like that to go with them.
Yeah. So right here
we have survival blankets. Yeah,
this
is
more,
like I have
more
like
geared towards Wisconsin and New Hampshire.
yeah, we're right. But
if it's winter here, we can survive with those.
So for hiking, and I've actually had to use these moleskin pre-cut blister covers. So they basically can cover up a blister that you get from hiking a lot, and this will form like a second skin, makes it a lot nicer, more easy to work with. We got 2 of those packs of those. We've actually opened those up. Some of this is kind of like a survival gear, and others of it is just general camping gear.
That used to be dish soap.
Yeah, it has leaked everywhere. Let's not do that anymore. So we've got our multi-spice. In here this is a neat little thing. So there's individual things you can pop up. Spice comes out. We've got salt. We've got black pepper. We've got garlic salt, which looks like it's kind of caking in there. Cayenne, curry, and paprika. I mean, that's a pretty all-around thing.
We could like spice up a snake or a rabbit or something.
A sponge.
For washing dishes.
A vice grip.
Oh, I don't think that belongs in there. I think that goes somewhere else.
This needs to be bead blasted. It's rusted. Does it go somewhere else? Having a vice grip's not a bad idea.
Really?
Some Sterno emergency candles.
Whoops.
Did you get these blessed?
No.
You can. Oh boy.
Maybe we should.
This is a mess in here, honey. We're gonna have to clean this guy out.
Oh yeah.
These are emergency ponchos, aren't they?
Yes, but those will just wash right off.
Yeah.
Those are waterproof.
Yep. But
Soapy soap.
don't put dish soap in there.
Or get a more tight cover.
Or the squeeze tube thing. Maybe that'll work. I think we need to like double package whatever package in there. Oh boy. Okay, well it didn't leak through to the next compartment yet. Off deep woods.
So when we're
Good
battling
stuff.
all the mosquitoes.
Well, these are things that need looking at. These are things we're going to keep. A bite and sting kit for sucking out the poison from a rattlesnake bite or something like that.
I've used that before.
For a mosquito bite.
I think it could have been an ant bite.
Might have been ant
Might
bite.
have been
You got
ants.
fire
I don't
ants.
remember.
But,
I got a bite of some sort, and I was like, hey, maybe this will like make it not itch ever.
Yep. And so it's got little alcohol prep pads. Oh, I'll show what's in here. Okay. So you got little alcohol prep pads, right? And then you have some pain reliever. But in the meantime, you
throwing stuff around.
you shave off the hair wherever you've gotten bitten by a rattlesnake or something.
It's only if you're super hairy, because you can totally do it over here. Here, you want to demonstrate on my arm?
Oh yeah.
So then you got the extractor. You just put it on here.
Over the bite.
And you suck it out. Did I do that right?
Nope, you push it down.
Oh, you do. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh my goodness!
My skin right and then it sucks out the venom.
Yep, it sucks out the venom, and then you can apply the sting relief ointment that's in here, and you can also apply a little Band-Aid. We got little Band-Aids in there. So yeah, this is probably overkill, but I don't know. I feel there are rattlesnakes around here. We had this in New Hampshire.
We did.
So put that over there.
We didn't use it there, but who knows?
We have some really old trail mix in here. It's a good thing we're going through this. There's some beef jerky in there too.
Oh.
That's probably not good anymore.
No, I don't think so.
We got this thing. Oh, we already had one of these.
Oh, well, now we have extra.
So this is awesome. What you have here is a little Coleman gas canister, and this. Oof,
Don't drop things, babe.
this is a very, very tiny hiking camping stove. So it just goes on.
You don't need to screw it in.
Yeah, it goes on like this, and then you've got a little
Just
camping
screw it
stove.
on.
That's all it is. That's all it takes.
That's all we need.
And it's
Every time we
super,
camp.
super small. That's what my favorite part about it is how incredibly small. I mean, it folds up.
Into
And
this.
it folds. Well, it doesn't just fold up into this. It folds up into the footprint of the can.
A little bit over.
Yeah, and so you can just put it in here. And so this fits like in a backpack. The idea behind this backpack is basically everything I need, or we need, to possibly survive in the wilderness. I
don't know how we're getting to the
overkill.
wilderness, though, because
It's
we
a little
do live in the
overkill.
middle of the city.
So yeah, we have some paracord here. You know, for climbing
Wrap
rocks
this
and whatnot. What is this? Oh, it's
Oh, it's a tablecloth.
Tablecloth.
That's a tablecloth in case we want some bright colors while we're out surviving.
We have some tuna.
Old tuna. It's
Well,
probably expired.
it's probably fine.
How
right?
old is it?
It's Best Buy 10, 25,
Oh,
29,
still
10. Still good tuna.
Right.
But you can't have that.
No.
A can of backcountry
Oh, it's dog
grain-free
food.
dog food. Oh, Courtney came right over. She's right here looking at me. The dog's like, oh, what you got there?
She loves dog food cans. She just got one yesterday. Ooh.
A little headlamp. That's useful.
I can't see anything, honey.
Oh boy. There's a lot of cans of tuna that we do not need in here anymore since they're high mercury and Maria is pregnant. So let's keep that out of there. The hatchets. We have a
You should get a
hatchet.
new sheath for that.
Yeah.
Don't touch it, silly.
It's actually not very sharp.
Okay. I
Hatchets don't need to be very sharp. It's,
whack it.
the force with which you whack. Astronaut ice cream, of course.
That's a novelty.
A novelty, but it's important to have some morale boosting aspects to your bug out bag.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It should
I'll
be a
put my nail
delight,
polish in there, too.
to go and survive in the zombie apocalypse. We got this thing. What is this?
Oh, those are snowshoes.
Oh,
or snow grips. Ice grips.
crampons.
We might not need those here.
Yeah, we probably don't. So we can probably drop some weight in this thing.
Oh.
Emergency shelter kit.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So this is like a tent when you need a tent. And it even includes directions on a bunch of different styles of shelter you can make. That's kind of neat. It's a little package, very small. That's all you need. What is this for?
Oh, I don't know. I think we laid that on our picnic table for.
Do we want to keep that in there?
No, I don't know why we have it. Maybe so that the gas stove didn't slip or something. Not sure.
Okay. Well, we can keep that in there. It doesn't have a lot of weight or space.
Boy is laying
I know we have a
underneath
mess kit.
our little chair swing.
A little mess kit right here. Which
Packs nicely.
each
down.
of these, packs nicely down. We have 2 titanium spoon forks, not sporks. Forks on the other end. This fork also has a serrated edge
It's like a
for a
fight.
knife. They're made out of titanium. We have our main pan here.
A little bit stained. 'Cause we
Yeah,
did
from
use
ash
it.
and whatnot. This operates as a thing. So there's a little. So we got like essentially 2 plates, a big pan and a little pan. And the pan you can just take like so, and you got the handle, and there you go. And then you set it on the thing.
Mini
Two
mugs.
little mini mugs. Overall, great. I think it's a great little mess kit. And that all fits into a little mesh bag here. It's noisier, maybe. If we're trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, it may not be the best mess kit. But when you're camping, it's just fine.
So we don't know for sure if zombies are going to be able to hear.
That's true. They
That's
might.
just according to the movies.
Yeah, real zombies might not operate that way.
Right.
So yeah,
And you've got the hatchet there anyway.
you got the hatchet. This is for killing the zombies,
Yeah.
or for chopping up wood and whatnot. I think it's pretty neat. I think we did a good job building out this this little camping pack, camping gear, and I guess it kind of is a bug out bag. Although we want to see if we can make it a little bit better for those purposes. But it's got a lot of useful things in it. It's missing a flashlight. We got one coming. Besides the headlamp and tent.
First aid kit.
A first aid kit. It doesn't have that in here. I thought we did.
I thought so too, but I guess not.
We might have put that somewhere else. But we've got a. Did I order the first aid kit? I think
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I'll order that. So we got a first aid kit. So it's got Molly all over the outside, so you can attach additional packs to it. We're actually going to separate a lot of this stuff out so that each of us can have sort of an individual kit. And then there will also be common stuff will be in this one as well, so that I have to bear the weight. What is this?
Sure. We'll find something that goes in there.
So yeah, I think most of the
Maybe it's
stuff,
a rope.
we can take out the stuff that we want to keep in there. I think most of the stuff, dog food out as well, probably. Most of the stuff is pretty smart. Oh, it's
dog
expired dog food?
Yeah, just not much. Just a few months.
Mm,
I don't know. We could give it to her today. I'm sure she'd be fine.
animal abuse right on stream. There we
I'm
go.
pretty sure she would love it. Right, Chloe?
I think there's even a spot in here like this, and I think that's body armor. I don't know.
Let me see. That's gonna be for like a camel bag.
Oh, okay. All right. my initial thought is this thing's tan or olive drab or whatever, and just makes sense to me that it would have a spot for body armor. Maybe I'm a weirdo. No, I definitely scratch that. I am a weirdo. Oh, and a
Oh, a compass.
an orienteering compass. I have no idea.
You better not lose this thing. 'Cause I'm
I-
pretty sure this is directions.
Yeah, I can't. I read that. I still don't know how to use this thing.
Well, you still maybe could figure it out.
You can like aim at something, and then like it'll show you, but then you're supposed to be able to calculate like distance based on like pointing at 2 different landmarks. I think you need a map so that you actually have an understanding of
where you are
in terms of terrain and distance to things. But I don't understand that. If you're pointing at 2 things, there's some math involved. It's terrible.
This is kind of coming apart here. Are these all extra threads, or are these like threads holding it together?
It's triple stitched.
Oh, well, one of the triple stitching is coming off.
Yeah,
I didn't expect this to be like the perfect thing. So yeah, we got a
little compass thing here as well. It's kind of neat. I think that's about.
Did you put the directions with it again?
Found it on there. I'll let them languish.
No, you'll pick them up because I picked up everything else.
All right. So yeah, what are we missing? Let us know.
Yes. What
So,
should we have that we don't?
What I want to start doing is canning stuff and having food in here as well, or a little food pack probably, in addition to this, that could hold 24 hours.
Oh, our water straws. We just got those.
Yeah, we just got new water straws, which are pretty cool. So they can filter, I think it was, 10,000 gallons?
Thought it was more, but it could be
50,000? It filters a lot of water. And you can basically just take it and just suck gross water, and it'll come out clean on the other end. We're not going to try that.
No.
That's weird.
That's for emergency use only.
Yeah, emergency use only. But it'll essentially allow us to have a supply of fresh water. Yeah, I'm very much, I don't know what is with me, but I got like a prepper streak. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what we need? A month's supply of food. Not a month's supply.
Well, when we were in Hurricane, what was that?
Yeah, that might have had an impact on me.
That was like
Hurricane Sandy was
time.
like, I realized, we spent
no
2
gas
weeks
anywhere.
with no power.
Yeah, that was really.
It was we had a
fun,
generator.
I guess.
It was fun, but because we stayed with my Aunt Carla and my Uncle John.
But it was kind of scary.
But they really pulled us out of the crap there. They saved our life, maybe, because Hoboken got seriously flooded, and we were not prepared. We were just like, oh, it's going to be nothing. And that Hurricane Sandy, destroyed New Jersey. Massive flooding in Hoboken. The PATH station was destroyed. We wouldn't have been able to get out of our apartment because there was literally a foot of water on our street for 2 weeks.
I think that it was farther down the street.
Whatever. There was a certain amount of time which we would not have been able to get out of our apartment. And we lived on a 3rd story, and we did not have leftover supplies.
Leftover?
Or any extra supplies.
Right.
We wouldn't have had anything to eat.
Just what was in our fridge or our cupboard.
Yeah. So it kind of struck me that it's good to have some preparedness and some food on hand and all this stuff. And now I live in an area where it's so lush. And if I'm hungry and the zombie apocalypse comes, I can just kill my neighbor's cat and eat it. There's like 50 of them.
Or we have a
They don't need
loquat
them.
tree in the backyard.
Yeah, we got a loquat tree.
It's a little bit less.
But I think it'd
gruesome.
be it's a good idea to be more prepared. So I'm looking into canning and stuff like that, because it's nice to save stuff. They're delicious. I make a lot of delicious food, and it goes bad.
It's because we don't eat it fast enough.
So, should I show the other stuff I got? The
Stuff we just got today? Yeah, bring it up.
well, which stuff?
The stuff in the cooler.
All right.
Which stuff were you thinking?
I was thinking the cheese.
The cheese? Oh yeah, bring that out too.
So, there you go.
But it's my job now to unpack this? So coolers under $75 are on the list of tax-exempt items for this weekend. So we got this really cool one, and it has a little flip here, which I didn't even realize.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, you can just reach your hand in.
Wow.
It has wheels, so we can wheel it.
Not for it's not like trail rated wheels.
It's a soft shell, so it's like easier to squish into the car.
Yeah, so these are life straws. Well, they're not
100,000 gallons.
100,000 gallons of water.
Yeah, off-brand, not life straws. They're Sawyer.
Yeah. I don't know if that's off-brand, if they're rated for that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know.
This I just got for cleaning up some cast iron pans.
Trauma pack. This is in case we get bitten by a wolf.
Yeah.
Or a lion.
Some more camp fuel.
Gloria, leave it. What's that for you, silly? Oh, this is better because this one's smaller, isn't it?
I think it is.
So this is actually the size that's supposed to go with this pack. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
You want to swap it out?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Because otherwise this thing is getting stretched out. See, there we go. And it's stretched out already. But this is like the size it's supposed to be, I think.
Yeah.
We could put that in a pouch.
I think it's actually meant to be the bigger one.
Maybe. Or maybe an in between.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll put it back on the bigger one.
Yeah. But we got some extra fuel now. We'll probably bring that on. A bunch of cooler ice packs. Some actually good steaks.
Our tent has
Every tent comes with the most terrible steaks. It's something that everybody always forgets when camping. Wipes. Like hand wipes, basically wet naps. I mean, that's... So
I was looking at the ingredient list because I always check it to make sure it's gluten-free and like oat-free. And the last ingredient is Althea officinalis fruit extract. So I looked that up because I'm like, I don't know what plant that is. And it's a marshmallow root. They probably didn't want to put marshmallow root because then people would think it's all sticky.
Yeah. So I got 10 of these. These are flameless ration heaters. So this will allow me to build Maria little MREs. It's pretty cool.
And we each got a flashlight. Flashlights are also included, as well as a whole bunch of these things, I think.
Yeah, these are little glow light.
Mine is orange.
There's not really a point to this, but these were just cheap. So I was like, yeah, whatever.
Mine is green.
Yeah, you can't really see it.
Because you're not pushing it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
It's pretty cool.
You have to push harder through the plastic.
Well, we can take them out now.
But it's this packaging that will break your hands if you try without a knife. So.
With a lanyard.
Yeah.
So we could actually just wear these and be seen in the dark by each other.
Or we could like twirl them around like a fan for fun. Right, Glow?
Other things that I got include this. I have a soft spot for MREs. I like them. I don't know why. They're just a fun novelty occasionally. Eating one every day, not recommended, but they are pretty fun. But one of my soft spots within MREs is the cheese spread. And it turns out you could just buy the cheese spread. There's 30 cheese spreads in there. Oh, that's good stuff.
It's actually made in Colby, Wisconsin.
And breakfast one of the days is going to be this. For me. Hash browns bacon. A Canadian IMP, or individual meal pack.
That's what they call it.
As it says, military ration. Not for resale. Like us on Facebook. And a QR code for the Canadian soldiers to scan.
For the
Who scans for?
codes anyway.
No one, not even Canadian soldiers.
I didn't even do it when it was like popular.
No,
which
yeah.
is like for I don't know.
So this is kind of neat. This is like the whole meal in there. Great. I don't know. I get a lot of pleasure out of these kinds of things. There's a guy who has a channel. Well, I'll give a shout out to. If you want to watch some very cozy videos, if you want to watch some cozy videos, check out Steve 1989 on YouTube. He's he eats these old, he's more interested in the history of them. He'll open them up, but then he'll try them. These really old rations. He also did some of the modern ones, which is what I would get if I was to go camping or if I wanted to keep some emergency food on hand. But an MRE, I haven't even explained what it is. So an MRE, well, okay, first I'll explain Steve in 1989 to finish my thought there. So he opens these old vintage MREs or ration packs, and which shows like all the like these pilot survival ones, like all the had an emergency signal mirror in there, had a little Leatherman knife thing. In the modern ones, they have those little Leatherman squirt, and a bunch of other sort of useful items for survival, including emergency blankets and whatnot, are in these little sealed cans. It's kind of neat. What was I talking about? Oh, what is an MRE?
Oh,
So an MRE is a meal ready to eat. It's a military derived, though the ones it's illegal to buy an actual U.S. Army MRE, and it's illegal to sell them. So don't. But unless I think once they're expired, you can buy them for historical interest. Maybe. But the same companies that package them make civilian versions, and you can get those. There's plenty of places online you can find those, and you can even buy them on Amazon. And they're self-contained small meals. The only thing you need to add ever is water. But usually they have a little entree, and then they have a flameless ration heater, which is uses a chemical reaction and water to heat up the meal pack, just particular parts, the entree in particular, so that you can have a hot meal without. And the idea is like if you're like special forces or something, or if you don't have easy access, it's the middle of a storm. You don't have easy access to build a fire, to boil some water. You can just you just put the heater. You just put this thing in the bag with a heater, and it heats up. It's kind of neat. And so usually there's an entree. There will be a little bread item. There will be a spread, either peanut butter. Usually, if there's peanut butter, there's also a fruit spread, like jelly. Apple jelly is my favorite, and then there will be a little snack of some sort, and possibly a dessert, a sort of Gatorade type beverage, some coffee, and
sugar creamer and everything.
Sugar creamer, everything like that. Stormproof matches, a little spork. It's kind of neat. There's like everything you could possibly need for a meal. It's called a meal ready to eat because it's literally you can just open it up, eat it cold. It's fine. You don't need to cook it. It's cooked and it's canned in a retort pouch, which is essentially a flexible metal can. If you pull apart these bags that they're in, you'll notice that there's sort of a metal foil on the inside and plastic on the outside. And it's basically just a super thin can in the form of a bag that's heat sealed and then pressure cooked. That's all I got. I mean, that's an MRE. I think it's kind of a neat little artifact of military history, and at the same time, intensely useful in emergency situations or entertaining. It's just like that joy you get when opening a present. I experienced that when I opened an MRE because it's just like, oh, what's in here? Oh, it's this. It's got this and this and this. And you never know what's coming, and you open it up, and there's just all sorts of little surprises. They're particularly tasty. They historically used to not be, but they are now. And one of the ideas is they want soldiers in the field to eat every last bit because they need all those calories. And so having something that's delicious rather than disgusting helps with that. But they're distinctly indicative of the country of origin. You can get MREs and similar things from all sorts of different places. So when I'm going camping this in 2 weeks or so, I've got some MREs lined up. I got a Canadian one, which I just showed you. I've got an American one, and I've got a Russian one. And each of those has their own distinctive styles because they're meant to remind the soldiers of home. So, like with American MREs, you've got things like pizza. You've got things like chili mac. And you've got things like the vegetarian omelet was an option a while back, and that got nicknamed the Vomlet because it was disgusting. But there's the Canadian ones, for example, they have poutine, which is a traditional Canadian dish, which is essentially French fries smothered in brown gravy and some meat and cheese curds. Yeah. And that is awesome. I love
have
that
in New Hampshire.
Yeah, in New Hampshire, a lot of Canadians French Canadians in New Hampshire, and so poutine was a thing you could get there. It was Poots is delicious. But Canadian ones will have that. The Russian ones, they seem to love their pork brains. They love to have a pork brain pate. Apparently, that's what Russians love. I don't know.
So gross.
But they've also got buckwheat porridge instead of oatmeal generally in the Russian rations because
That's good.
there's a word for it, like kasha, I think, is buckwheat porridge
I can
in
eat buckwheat.
Russia. So
Buckwheat has
it's
nothing to do with wheat.
Yep.
And it's gluten free.
Yes. So that's what we use usually in our household is we have, I guess it would be called kasha. And so it's kind of interesting. The Russians kind of already do that.
That and cream of rice are my hot breakfast.
Other things that are in the
cereals.
Russian MREs, the IRPs, condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, a packet of it that you squeeze out. They love it on crackers or something. I don't know. They apparently just
So gross.
I think that sounds awesome. So
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of gross.
What is the other thing you have though for breakfast?
Cream of rice.
Cream of rice, which is always marketed as like a baby food.
Well,
adults can eat it too.
Are like large and not.
Yeah, but like if you see it like on Amazon, they're like cream of rice cereal, food for baby.
Hi, girl. What's up? We brought Gloria to Walnut Creek this morning.
That was good.
She had a nice walk and a great swim. She met some dogs and some people that she really liked who pet her. Right, girl? And she's 5 years old. She had her birthday on Thursday.
So, yeah. What are we missing with our camping gear?
We have marshmallow sticks.
Yeah.
That's like a necessity.
We have a tent. I mean, there's things that aren't in the backpack. The backpack's kind of like an emergency get up and go sort of thing, but that also we bring along camping to use the stuff to prove it out.
Yeah, we have sleeping bags. We first bought these foam mats, and then we tried them, and they're actually really, really hard.
Yeah, they're
like,
horrible.
Worse than sleeping on the
We
ground.
got new ones, didn't we?
We got like self-inflatable little mats. They're about that thin. Just when you.
Yeah, the ones we got were like no yoga mats, and you could feel the pebbles stick right through them.
It was horrible. But yeah, the orange ones are better. They have an inflatable pillow. The pillow you do have to blow up, and then the rest of it just self-inflates.
Oh, we got Gloria a dog backpack.
Yes.
Do you want to get me another backpack? You can have this one.
Why do I get your old one?
Because I'll be carrying the weight.
Maybe.
Is that one starting to
I'll
tear in the stitching?
Well, I don't know if it's starting to tear. Those look like they were all loose stitches, and it shouldn't be an actual row of stitching.
Okay.
Like each one was loose.
Okay. So yeah. But we got Gloria a little backpack so she can carry her own food. Or she can carry some of our supplies when we're hiking.
She's a snuggle buddy. Yeah. You're trying to sit on my lap, girl? You're going to fall off over there. There you go. Try this way. Aww.
So, well, thank you all for tuning in. I don't know if we have much else to say. Except for the fact that I want a vacuum chamber sealer. So if anybody's giving one away, just let me know. You know, it's like a $500 piece of hardware, but it is amazing.
All right.
I could go into the difference between
a
a chamber sealer and a regular food saver vacuum. So the regular food saver vacuum, you stick the bag in, right?
Ouch,
And it sucks the air out
of
it sucks the air out of the bag, and then it seals the bag.
Go get me a
But
squirrel.
the issue with this
Leave it.
applying vacuum just to the bag is that you
Suck the juice out.
suck like water out and everything, and then it has to go into the machine. The machine's able to handle that. Now, a vacuum chamber sealer seals an entire. So you put a bag across a heating element that would normally, just like in your normal food saver, that seals the edge, right? But what it does is it sucks the air out of the whole chamber that the bag is completely in. It's not sticking out through a certain area. The air is not getting sucked out of the bag. The air is getting sucked out of an entire chamber that it's in. And so once there's no more air in the chamber, the bag gets sealed. The little heating element comes up, nichrome layer heats up, and it does a double seal across that. Rather not unlike the seal on this bag here. And so once that's done, then the air is let back into the chamber. And since the air was sucked simultaneously out of the chamber and out of the bag on the inside, because everything in the chamber had the air sucked out, there's no movement of water or liquid. You can seal a can. You could seal just like a bunch of soup in there if you wanted to.
Wow.
At room temperature. Although you'll watch, as you watch, the soup will boil. And that's because of the low pressure. Water will boil at lower pressures, which is also how a pressure cooker can reach higher temperatures. It's because it's under higher pressure without boiling, without losing moisture. Whereas a vacuum works in the opposite way. It's going to suck out moisture despite the fact that you're not actually sucking it out into the air. It's just lower pressure is going to cause water to start boiling away. But you could seal a bag of water in this thing because the pressure drops in the entire chamber and in the bag simultaneously because they're interconnected by the same atmosphere. And then it seals, and then the air rushes into the chamber again. But since it's sealed, it doesn't have a way to get back into the bag. So the vacuum in the bag remains, and the bag goes and sucks around whatever's in there. It's really cool looking. It happens in like an instant. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Look up videos of vacuum chamber sealers on YouTube, and you'll have a good time.
We decided on a theme for our baby area.
Llamas.
Yes.
Llamas for, do you want to say her name?
It's up to you.
Yeah, let's say her name. Josephine. That's what we're going to name her. Josephine Maria.
As long as we don't change our minds.
Yeah, I mean, we're still reserving the right to, like,
it's not
like maybe some horrible thing will happen and it'll be due to somebody named Josephine, and then we'll be like,
Yeah.
But
it's probably going to be Josephine.
Yeah. So I think that's Josie for sure. It's going to be real cute.
So it's going to be llamas and pink, teal, navy, because we have teal and navy a lot in Mia stuff.
Yeah.
And possibly orange in there. We'll see. It's like every girl thing of that I can find is pink, though.
Yeah.
If I look up
They
girl
love
versions,
pink.
it's just pink.
Yep. Girls
Love
love
pink. It's just natural. The moment they're born.
Is that right, Gloria?
Different color.
She does. She's got a pink color.
So, yeah, and we're taking her camping inside of that belly. And
What?
then
So you're talking about the dog.
Josephine. I was talking with Josephine.
We were just talking about the dog.
I switched topics.
We
but
also are taking Gloria.
llamas and alpacas and sheep.
Yes.
Just anything that's got fuzzy wool. I think that are all cute, and I think that's a cool little theme to do. For Mio, we did space. But then we also ended up kind of doing dinosaurs as well. So space dinosaurs.
There were a few dinosaur things, but mostly space things.
He had some very cute spaceman pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ticking down the time till October 29 when Josie is due to visit this world from outside of her prison.
From inside.
Well, she'll be outside of that prison.
Yeah. It's not a prison. Wow. It's terrible.
Resort.
Yes, it is a resort. It's a water park.
It's the lazy river.
We need to go to the water park sometime.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any here. There's a really good one in Wisconsin. It's like known across the country.
Noah's Ark.
Best
Wisconsin Dells has
Best one in
tons of them.
America.
Well, so that's kind of the interesting thing. There's Noah's Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin is like a famous water park capital of the world. I think that's what they claim. The most water pumping through all these water parks per They're like
Day.
per day or
Probably.
something like that. There's like some statistic they use to justify calling themselves that. But they've got the Kalahari, which is an indoor water park. They've got Noah's Ark. They've got Mount Olympus. They've got a whole bunch of really fun water parks. Great place if you are ever wanting to vacation in the middle of summer and go check out some water parks. That is a great place to go. Did you know that there is an equivalent for roller coasters? West Bend, Ohio, is the roller coaster capital of the world. It has lots and lots and lots of roller coasters from various parks.
Lay down, please. Lay down. Sit. Sit. Thank you.
So what are you saying about
Girl.
Noah's Ark?
I was saying about Kalahari.
No, Kalahari.
Kalahari is where I had my bachelorette party. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
Nope. But we went to Noah's Ark together with your sister.
Yeah, that was good.
Or both sisters? No.
I can't remember.
Yeah, who was
I was skinnier back then. However, my diet's going well. I've lost over 20 pounds.
I was skinnier back then too. My diet's going well. I've gained a lot. Probably 20 pounds.
You probably have.
Yeah, probably.
Because you were like, what, 80 pounds?
No.
40?
I was like probably 110.
I was able to lift her up with one hand. And then the other. I had to use both. But it's because she was awkward to carry, not because she was heavy.
Wow, Mario. Bite Mario. Bite. Bite. Go bite Mario. Go bite Mario.
She wants the moleskin.
She's trying to grab it. You silly girl, that's not for you.
So, yeah, it's a really nice day out today. We're going to go shopping for spices.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to start hunting. And I'm going to start with a hog hunt, I think. But I need to get a rifle before I can do that. I don't own a rifle that would work well for that, for hog hunting. So I'm looking into getting actually I'm looking into building one. Building
You're
one
also going to get some birds
from spare
in the fall,
parts.
right?
Oh, well, not spare parts. Parts designed for it, but specifically a 7.62 308 battle rifle, as they might say. But that'll be perfect for hog hunting. 308 is a great general hunting round. I think you could take down most game in North America with it. You might have a little trouble with a grizzly bear. I'm not sure, but not too much trouble.
What about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot, nothing can kill him. That's why they never found a body.
I think that's Chuck Norris, isn't it?
Chuck Norris is Bigfoot.
And what else?
Gloria, she's trying to eat this.
She wasn't gonna eat it. She was just gonna chew on it. Gloria,
Go find a stick. Find a stick. We've been training
Gloria. Well, we did it once.
Yeah, because I want to take her bird hunting, which I need a shotgun
Birds,
for.
go get a bird.
So I need to make a rifle. I need to. Well, can you build a shotgun? I don't know. I built a rifle once, and I'm very proud of that one. But I'm not going to show it on YouTube because they ban me instantly. But it is a beauty.
And I once had a really nice shotgun. It was engraved. It had beautiful engraving of ducks on it.
Yeah, we sold that before we moved to Texas.
Yeah.
But
now we need it again to go bird hunting. I'm not going to do it. I can't hunt right now.
yeah.
By the bullets.
Yep. Although for bird hunting and steel shot, can't use lead.
Well, I suppose I could do that then, but it's also loud and uncomfortable.
You could at least come along if I stay somewhere.
Well, yeah, I'll stay in like a cabin or something.
Well, yeah. Gloria is going to help hunt for birds.
Yeah, she's
hunt
good at
some
that.
Quail, I think. And then I'll vacuum seal all the meat in retort pouches, pressure cook it, and then it'll be canned and shelf stable. And I'll sit back and I'll go, well, I've done everything I need to do on this earth.
And I'll go, nope, because I'm not touching that raw dead bird to make food. You're doing that.
No, I will have already pressure cooked it
I'm still not touching.
in the retort pouch. Just
I
rip it from the can.
still don't want to make anything. You can make the food.
All right.
It's better when Mario makes food.
I am a very good
Except
cook.
tacos.
Except for I'm vegan now. So,
Yeah.
but I don't cook vegan. I cook whatever Maria wants.
The other day I had carrot soup. It was very delicious.
She made that. And it was
I
good.
did.
Very good.
It was just a recipe that I found online. Carrots and ginger. It had almond milk and orange juice, both. It was interesting. It had onion, garlic, I think a few other spices, and that's about it. Oh, some cashews, some raw cashews. Then you just cook it in the Instant Pot and then blend it all up.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. This was the time that I asked for a nap.
Yeah.
And Mario
I think
said,
we're gonna take a nap.
let's do the video quick.
There's a bird that
Josie
Maria,
wants a nap.
that Gloria's going after. I was about to say Maria's going after, but you're not going after a bird right now.
No. I don't chase birds.
Yeah. Well,
I do
we're gonna
chase
sign off
cats
so
out of
that
the
she
yard.
can take a nap. I'm going to vacuum seal all of the stuff.
Yeah.
It might not be a bad idea to vacuum seal some of this stuff.
Okay, so if we're asking for stuff for random people, so if any random person has a kiln for pottery, I want it for free.
We're asking for like these ridiculously expensive things we want that we
You just have one that you're
can't.
just
Yeah, we can't
like,
just afford that
giving
sort of
away.
stuff. So,
Yeah,
just,
we just
but
see it for a while.
it's a joke. Do not give us a free kiln. That's ridiculous.
Unless they seriously don't want
50%
it.
off. I'll pay that. That might be okay.
Maybe they seriously don't want it.
Yeah, maybe you seriously have a kiln that you don't need. You're just like, I don't want to make a profit on this. If anybody wants to buy a Breville juicer, I'm going to sell my Breville juicer so that I can afford my vacuum sealer.
Juicing is supposedly super healthy.
Mhm.
So you can.
My diet specifically says you should never do juicing because you remove all of the fiber and the good stuff from the fruit, and as a result, you're left with nothing.
But if you're not weird, you're not going to do Mario's diet. So you don't have to listen to that. And you can use a juicer.
I'm healthy. It's been going great. I get like all my micronutrients in like one meal because I have an enormous salad twice the size of my head every
That's true.
single lunch.
He uses a bowl that's so big that it like takes up all the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Super annoying.
Well, you don't need. You can just hand wash that. It's really easy.
You would? You could? I don't hand wash because I'm lazy. What about you?
I'm lazy too. I rinse it out every time that I.
Not every time.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, camping's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a chance to. We should do an after-action report and say how everything went with
That's
all
not
of
for
our
a few
gear.
weeks though.
Yeah, that'll be in a while.
So
I thought I had more of these things.
I thought you had a whole package. I thought it came in a pack of 3 or something. I don't know. You can always buy more.
We don't really need them if we've got 50 stormproof matches. This is like emergency. I need a fire and I don't have any matches.
You have tried it though.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to use.
It's difficult, but I also realized now that I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh.
But yeah. Cool. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Stay
Happy Saturday.
cool and awesome. Do what you do.
As long as it's good.
As long as it's good. Bye.